You were having some fun time over in Fun Time USA.
Hmm.
You found some potions, you kicked some demons, and your friends almost kicked the bucket. Be more careful with them next time.
Doing my best.
There's only so much of a best you can do. Alright then. You're standing back in the chapel. In yonder chapel. Yonderly.
Yonder, yonder, yonder.
D3, you've recovered the potions, which are... Okay, a couple of uses of that. Well, there's still a door over here. There's some doors in the courtyard you can use. Which one do you think is the best one to use?
Well, that is the closest door.
Yeah. Probably be the easiest.
I need to pull up some important information. Let's take a look what it says. I think I already gave you this information. Okie 4 opens up to you as you take a look and find a dining hall. The 3 stone tables in this room, their wooden benches lie broken. A lot of it is rotten, decaying, corrupted by the demonic essence that roams this place. There's even a rope hanging from the ceiling.
Place has been corrupted through and through.
What on the ceiling? Excuse me?
A rope hangs from the ceiling. A knotted rope. It's within, like, you can grab it.
Is anything at the top of the rope? Like, would
can't
it
quite
be
see.
something that someone...
Maybe you could climb up.
Any of us good at climbing?
I mean, it's a knotted rope. It's easy enough.
Yeah, but I'm, like, -3 currently, so...
I
wouldn't
have,
recommend it.
I think I have like a single rank in it, possibly. So with the armor check penalty, it comes out the same
Delicious,
thing.
delicious. You put your
Well,
hands
if one of you climbs up, I can cover you with my bow. In case there's something up there. Nasty something.
Alright, so you're gonna climb up, Toulon.
Yeah, let's say
You
that.
can roll me a reflex save.
Oh no.
As you begin pulling on the rope, with your hands, it starts to shift down. It's not like the rope is loose or anything. It's more like there's resistance on it, but when you pull it, it goes with you. Like, you don't know if you can climb this safely. Maybe you can pull it a bit further, maybe it's just a bit loose.
Yeah, how about we stop before the ceiling falls on us? Or at least you two clear out of the room before I keep on tagging this thing. Because I think I'm tough enough to take whatever's coming, but...
Or we could tie a rope to the rope and pull it from a distance.
Marvelous. Do as you
Anyway,
please.
I'm just gonna step out of the room. It's regardless of what happens.
We do not need to be standing right underneath the trap to spring it.
I like your thinking. A rope is tied to the rope. Everyone vacates the room, and you give it a firm pull. You
Okay,
hear
let's go with that plan.
you hear a bell ring as you pull it loudly. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Sanctity is back in session.
Wait for the bell tower rope to be this low down, but I guess it's kind of a flat chapel.
Yeah. After all, people don't like making battle maps with multiple floors because they feel cheesed.
Well,
They're cowards, I say. Cowards.
yeah.
Cowards who rely too much on maps being pre-printed for battle use instead of maps designed for exciting adventures. Point is, you've rung a bell. At least something. You're not quite sure how bell ringing is supposed to work. It's a very specific profession.
On the bright side, we're not dead. On the downside, pretty sure everything now knows we're here.
I like your thinking.
Everyone knows that the bell has been rung.
That having been said, you've already been running around the courtyard a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
So you've not exactly been Metal Gear Solid.
That is fair.
It's a legend from The Legend of Zelda. Alright, kids.
Yeah, well.
There are more doors to explore, and you've yet to find the paladins you're here to find.
Yeah. Let's get moving.
You slink through door number 5. Sneaky, sneaky. You find yourself in a kitchen, but judging by the fact that the majority of meat in this room would not qualify as safe for consumption for most creatures you know, it's going to need a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of scrubbing, a little bit of dubbing, maybe a holy fire to purge out all the spirits or something. It's even too fresh.
Holy.
Unprepped.
We have a holy fire here.
Fire, do your work.
I'm not a cleaner, but I can pray on it.
We're probably not going to eat it anyway. I was just kind of joking. But
Fire,
jokes.
You can take care of this after you're done, making sure that no one will interrupt you.
Yes. Do I have...
Well, so far these doors haven't led anywhere dangerous.
I do have flint and
so
steel.
far, say that, but the next room is the biggest.
All right. Do you want to check for traps or something? You're going to start accusing me? I feel accused here.
No, I just mean, logistically, if there's going to be dudes in any of these rooms, it's probably the biggest room.
You already were in the biggest room, so...
Well,
Yeah, and there were dudes now. So this was the second biggest. Maybe they stick to the bigger ones. Whatever. Well, prepare yourselves.
But what the
Your fire's ready because I'm going to open the door and then...
Cool. I love it. All right, you open the door. The first thing you see when you open the door, it swings from right to left, is you see a row of paladins on beds, bloodied, bruised, beaten. They don't even groan in their unconscious states. Then further you see...
found the paladins.
You see a large man. He has quite the visage, I can assure you. In fact, I'm going to look up his picture, because it's a picture you just have to see to believe it. Here you go, kids. Here's the guy you're looking at. Look at those wings. Look at that nice... That's, by the way, a modified... I think it's called a turbuckle. What's it called again?
Oh,
It calls it a battle aspergillum. Aspergillum. So that's nice.
Asparagus.
Exactly.
Aspergillum?
He is quite a strange-looking creature. And he has an evil glint in his eyes. Though, to be fair, they are red. It's very easy to think that there's something evil going on in there.
Maybe he just didn't get a lot of sleep.
He greets you warmly and invites you in.
Must say, the decor in this place needs a lot of work.
What are you doing to those poor men?
I need to know what corruption resistance is as a spell first. Excuse me. It's one of those untypical spells. Oh, cool. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's neat. That's lovely. I like that a lot. All right. Well, of course, I've invited some friends. Friends that will soon make other friends. Why won't you join them?
What does that mean?
Nothing good, I bet.
Of course it
What?
means nothing good. Who do you think this guy is? Look at him.
What other friends are you talking about?
I have other friends who will soon be coming since you've rang that delicious bell, the dinner bell.
Oh, great.
Ah. Well. And pray tell, where are these friends of yours?
They will soon be coming. But why don't you come on in and say hello? He steps aside and leaves it at that.
Like, turn to the other two. I don't know about you guys, but when a demon invites me in, I'm pretty sus.
Hey, you're not a vampire. You don't need his invitation.
Yeah. Yeah, but now that I have it, I'm not sure I want it.
I use my evil detection thing on the paladins here.
You decide to specifically evil detect the paladins. Alright, I'm going to look up exactly how detect evil works, because this room is kind of filled with all kinds of nonsense. After all, it is a demon's room. They tend to be full of Okay, there we go. Thank you. First round, the presence... Okay, definitely evil. Number of evil auras. Let me just open it up, because there are some very odd specifics as to how this works exactly. Let's see.
And I have my paladin thing that lets me focus on one person at a time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, and I'm going to do this, because I forgot my pop filter. Poppy poppy. Poppy doppy. Poppy boppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paladin can, as a move action, concentrate on a single item or individual.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Presence of evil.
Like
Okay, so you're not limited by the thing. Okay, but location and power of each aura. The paladins are definitely not evil.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I was
let's
gonna say,
see.
like, if there's any evil coming from a paladin, that's probably a bad sign.
Well, they're not paladins anymore, for one.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's see. I think this guy... let's see how many hit dice he has. I don't have that on hand. Let's see. Oh, he only has 6, really? Well, the guy you're looking at has a strong evil aura, though.
Oh.
He's a tough nugget.
Corrupted.
There are, however, a bunch more auras around, hiding next to the doors.
Oh.
The paladins are compromised and we are being surrounded, I think.
No, they're all inside his room.
Mm.
Your room is not being surrounded, to what you can tell.
Yeah. There's evil goings on.
Well. I could just, blast the inside of the door and see if, like, anything's either side. Just clear the entryway and then charge in.
Wow. Rude. You will initiate combat the second you start, like, casting spells, though. Because they are not gonna be nice about it.
Demon, what have you done to those paladins?
Why don't you come inside and take a look?
Seem very insistent that we come inside that room.
Well, you will have to come inside at some point to pick up your friends, no?
Well, you're not wrong. Still suspicious.
I hate it when demons get us on technicalities.
Seems we're at a standstill.
Exactly. Which makes it all the better for me. Because I can wait.
Should we rush in? Do need to help those paladins. Something wrong with them.
I mean, from what you can tell, they might just be injured enough that they aren't able to keep conscious.
There's the evil aura.
Well, the evil is all around these dudes, so... Paladins are just not pinging to detect evil. Because you can't detect good with it.
Oh, I thought I was detecting some kind of evil on the paladins.
No. The paladins are fine.
Oh.
The rest of the room that's kind of,
That said, there's no guarantee they'll live for as long enough for a siege to pass.
So...
Well, the priority is definitely, protect them.
What was that about blasting the room?
Like, I can hit just inside the door to clear the entryway, and then y'all can charge in.
What spell would you use?
Take a wild guess. Fireball.
Okay, I get you. I'm actually gonna take a moment just to sit right there, because there's a book I want to pull up that might help you with fireball and demons.
Yeah, I know that, like, they resist fire and stuff.
I'm pretty sure there's like a... There we go. Because... Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of cool ways to do this. But there are meta magic spells that let you turn your spells into good spells that don't hurt good boys. Which is really nice. I would recommend Purify Spell if you get a feat that you want to use. I think there's also Sacred Flame or something that turns half your damage into sacred damage. There's a lot of ways to make your fireball blow up the bad guys only. Actually, I'm going to look that up.
Working on that as I go.
Purify your hotness. All right, kids. Ooh. Purified light. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. So Purified also makes it do 1 more dive damage to evil boys. Neutral takes half. Alright. Kids, what's the plan? You're gonna fireball inside the room?
We can do that, or I can just buff one of y'all and we can do it the easy way. Not the easy way, the simple way. I'm open to suggestions.
You should act quickly and decisively. So
Yeah, I cast whatever spell you like on me and I'm going to just rush in.
Alright.
And stand by the paladins so that I can protect them from whatever happens.
There really isn't a good way to blast a fireball unless everyone clears out. This is
Yeah.
what a fireball range looks like.
Yeah, that's gonna make a mess. I'll save that for, outdoors.
For outdoorsy kind of situations. Alright, I'm gonna ball everyone up with some initiative.
Yeah.
Starting off with some of the ghouls that are around. Cool, I love it, Mr. Nook. You decided to break your token. Now you're fixed. Bam. Wow. They wrote some funky initiative there.
Oh, too long.
Oh no, wait, I thought Fire's initiative was my own. Alright, kids. Alright, I need to look up this guy's tactics.
Nookie dookie stink man.
Flicky flick. He is very disappointed that this is what you've decided to do with yourselves. Why are you so mean? Why are you like this? Can't you all just get along and let him kick your butt? Let's see. He's going to spend his turn doing a couple of things. He's going to activate some justice.
Justice!
He's an Inquisitor, and he's also going to slap this on his weapon.
Oh man.
So he's going to start making people spooked by bonking them.
No one expects the Demon Inquisition.
I like you can't put it on your claws, but you can put it on your fist. Be specific. I dig it. Alright, kids. He's cast his turn and he invites you in. Come on in, boys and girls. And he stays in cover for the most part. Anivia, get off the initiative. Thank you. Ghouls are standing by. Although one of them went to skitter over. Hiding behind the desk along the way. Cario, it's your time to shine. Baby!
Baby! I think a good start is protection from evil and Toulon. Just,
Would you water, milk, juice, spiders, Dr. Pepper?
If
Spiders it
she's
is
gonna
then.
run
No,
in.
that wasn't
to
But she was already pouring him a brimming
fighty
glass
fight
of
things.
spiders.
Probably want to have a bit of extra defense.
I think that would also protect against Weapon of Awe. Since, it protects you from certain mind effects.
There's a lot of text in this thing.
Yeah, but just click the spell. It'll pop it up and I can tell you where it says. But I do recall that it makes you immune to mind affecting things, and this is mind affecting. Here we go. Yep. Exercise mental control, permanent person. Oh, okay. Nice. Point is, that's nice. Alright, someone has been protected from evil. Fire. They're in cover, and it's a bit of a hard aim. Your opponent has significant cover in the position he's currently in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better shoot quickly before I start going with the Betty again.
Yeah, I take on a more position where I can actually see the winged thing. And that's within 70, so add my point blank bonuses and start blasting.
Behind cover is a +4.
Chung, 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 chung.
Ooh.
Well, one of them hits for 11. Let's see if he has any particular resistances to fancy stuff. Well, your weapon is magic, so bypasses that part of the equation. He's good. He takes 11. And he just laughs it off. Ho, ho, ho! Oh, these ghouls are dead. They go out of vision as well.
Ho, ho.
I did not properly pull a brush to this. Toulon.
Yeah, well,
You're protected from evil.
yeah. Well, with my great axe ready, I'll step.
Big step.
Marvelous. You step in.
Yeah.
Of course, one of the ghouls makes his presence known. He is like, Nya! Like a cat.
Little green ghouls.
It jumps out and proceeds to try and have a go at you. I really, really wish the multiple attacks I just set up ahead of time. Wait, what the? Elves are immune to this effect? What?
Yeah, goes.
Yeah.
Weird. That's a weird specific detail.
Yeah, like back when D&D was a war game, like in like Gigs times, the elf team needed to have an advantage over the ghoul team for balance purposes. Anyway, well, the one of these claws actually hits because I only have 20 AC.
Marvelous. The paralysis is DC 13 fortitude save to avoid.
Is that 20 with or without the protection?
With.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just making sure.
hold firm, Toulon, or you'll become easy prey. You are firm and hold your ground. You still take a little bit of damage, though. Still scritchies at you.
Yeah, a little tiny 2 damage.
Baby!
Toulon is in danger!
Toulon, what's your next move? You've only moved.
Yeah.
How does this Bane thing of yours work? Ah, marvelous.
So basically, apparently with Mythic Power Attack I can spend the... I can spend... What is it? Let me look at it. Yeah, I can spend 1 Mythic Power to ignore the penalties to hit for a minute.
I like it.
So,
Show me the goods.
so here's my Mythic coin.
Powerful energy swirl around you. Select your color and let it shine bright. And I swear I will not tint your character a bright, hot pink.
Oh.
I did it!
Oh!
Well,
Oof.
still doesn't
Oof.
help.
Those were some good swings. Those were some good swings. There's a ghoul over here. It says hello.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was aiming the big guy, so no.
Big guy is impressed, but he will show you what his powers can do. This little baby ghoul. Oh no!
Oh no! Slashy slashy.
Sissy smashy slashy gabashy is what I gotta say. Those are 219s. Wow. What a bunch of lucky boys.
Yeah.
I bet you that roll me 2 fort saves. I bet you this little CR1 boy is so proud of himself. I did it, Mom. Nope and nope. It's now very sad, but you do take damage, and that's always nice. No, Kenneth is yeah. He's gonna put all of his gumption into this one.
Not a stink.
He raises his weapon. It's filled with evil energies. Particularly, it's filled with both smiting and bane. And he just decides to show you the true. What cleric is he again? He will show you the power of Cabriri. You will taste death with a 1.
That's lucky. Miss.
Miss.
Plus 15.
His weapon surges with unholy evil. But Toulon is busy pushing this ghoul off of him. So as a result, the attack just goes wide, and he's like, "These stupid fools." As we all know, Toulon can see this ghoul and also the other one, so I'm just gonna make them visible. This ghoul, he's just gonna stay here. Cariel, look at all these boys.
So many boys.
Luckily, most of them are weenies.
Weenie bobinis. Let me see. Yeah, that might work. I'm going to just... Actually, I'll use my mythic spell, Mythic Divine Favor, which will give Toulon a +2 luck bonus on attack, damage, saving throws, and skill checks. So I'm gonna cash in one of these bad boys.
Oh heck. Alright, Cariel. Oh heck, you got a mythic spell on your hands. Oh boy.
Yeah. +2 to basically everything.
Well then, that's really good. But will it help against a ghoulish ghoul? Let's see, what actually is your... Okay, +7. So you can actually fail this fortitude saving throw.
Apparently I've got a luck bonus.
Yes. For attacks and weapon damage.
And saving throws.
And skill checks.
Oh yes, that's probably the mythic component, I imagine.
Yeah. The mythic component is you can cast it on other people, and you also get the...
Show
saving
me the
throws and skill
goods.
checks.
With a +9, you have a good chance of making it. Just gotta roll a 4. Yes. You are dwarf, you are stout. Fire. Those ghouls are eventually gonna get lucky, and then Toulon is gonna get their head smashed in by a asparagus.
Yes. Evil asparagus. Oozing it.
Oozing with
What?
dark necrotic energies, yes.
So just regular asparagus, got it.
Yeah, no.
Asparagus isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's one of the few green veggies that I appreciate.
They're good grilled.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it. Which one of these was? Reflection. Okay. I'm gonna use some mythic power then.
Do it.
We're all doing it.
Toulon. Decisive strike.
Oh heck. Oh
That's my
heck.
Gets a
Swift
freebie.
Yeah, attack something within,
Clear the ranks, Toulon.
and you can add 1 to the attack roll. And the damage bypasses all damage reduction.
I like that this is a swift action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have your whole turn.
Right.
All right, Toulon, who's getting the smackdown?
Well, probably the big guy still.
Nice. Let's see if luck has turned against him. He a 1, you a 20. Be great, be great. I like it. I like this. Make it happen.
Big smashy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can. Okay, I can do it like this.
I would like to see the damage on your critical hit. Because he has AC 21. Marshal's order, kill him. Oi, oi, Captain.
Oh! Oh!
Wait, that's massive damage!
Good God!
I'm going to look up the massive damage fort save because I need to know, because you just basically hit him right in like the liver and spleen and stuff, which are on opposite sides, so that would technically mean you cut him in half. Alright, massive damage. If they take a minimum of... Okay, if you ever stand to attack that mass damage equal to half your hit points, minimum of 50 points of damage. Yes. And it doesn't kill you outright. DC 15 fort save, or you just die. Let's see, what is his fort save at? It's 10. And he's just as lucky as you when it comes to it. That said, he is at a quarter of his hit points remaining. He's fucked up as all hell as you show him how to properly swing a weapon.
Good work, Toulon.
You basically watch a whole cup of blood spew out of his mouth.
Gross.
Fire, you have your turn. Would you like to finish him off?
Yeah. Let's try. Just.
Well, none of those hit. Because he's still,
Yeah.
with a wall between him and his armor. It's 20 class. Upper class is 21 anyway. I mean, it's a weird angle. It's a doorway. It's like that.
Try my best. So.
Toulon, it's your actual proper turn. Man, cleave would have been great here, but you don't always fight enemies where cleave is useful. That's why feats are good, because sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not.
Well, time to try. Okay, well.
So, you're hitting the big guy, right?
Yeah.
He's
still.
disabled. He's exactly at 0. Man, between yesterday and today, a lot of people getting knocked to exactly 0.
Yeah.
Maths.
And after that, I'm going to take a step back out of the doorway. I can heal up back up for liquor.
The ghouls sort of shuffle aside. No, Kenneth. Yes, has his face contorted. What's he gonna do? I'm gonna check out his sheet, see what he's gonna do. He says that it's a damn shame that he's going to have to leave those paladins on the kitchen table, but it seems you've left him no choice. What's he gonna do? I'm looking for something specific, don't worry about it. Because I need to know if he has any healing spells. He does. But before he does that, he will throw out a nice little spell of his own. Darkness. He tells his ghouls to just try and beat him up. I'll be over there. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, premium asset. That has a darkness effect on it. I want to know what else is in here. Oh, these are animated spells. Okie dokie. Point is, I need to look up darkness. I think it's just like a fireball range of pure darkness. So, let me just... Yep. We'll say it's like a little bit like this. And then he sort of shuffles behind his desk, presumably to heal his wound. He also might take a damage point. I think he takes about damage, doesn't he?
If
Yeah.
he takes like casting a spell or something would.
Yes,
Give
in
him
that
the
case,
point
order of
of healing.
operations is important, and he'll slap himself with some healing first. I've completely forgot disabled is terrible time to do this kind of stuff. Let's see. He can shuffle out of the way of you being able to hit it, since there's a wall in the way. And what is Cure Moderate Wounds? It's 2d8 plus his cast level, which is 6. He'll just give himself a quick patch job. His god is not having a shit today. It seems that's -9. And
His
then
god
he'll
is
say-
like, ooh, that hurt. Ooh.
and he starts rolling out of here. The ghouls have still been instructed to mess your day up, but they'll keep to the plan. They're smart. They like this plan. Carriel, between
Coward.
Toulon and Fire, things are going great.
Is the darkness still up?
No,
or
the
is
darkness
that
isn't there
just-
because he casts Cure Light Wounds, Cure Moderate Wounds, because it turns out that when you're disabled and you cast a spell, you take damage, and that would mean he would fall unconscious and he can't heal himself when he's unconscious.
Ah.
Yeah.
It turns out order of operations is important sometimes.
Well.
Seemed too dark for a moment.
Move that far. To do that, I'm gonna get attacked a bunch though. I was thinking of running in and doing burning hands, but that seems like a bad idea. I guess I can instead, you know, take a step here and Spear of Purity that ghoul there.
Ooh, well, he isn't undead. I think Spear of Purity is really nasty.
I think it's only really nasty against evil outsiders.
Evil outsider, that's kinda dumb, but it doesn't matter, cause if he doesn't
It's
make his
just
will
16.
save, he's dead.
Kapow!
He gets hit with a will save, and his unholy nature is destroyed by purity. Pew, pew.
Hit
Right
javelin.
at the goulash. The ghouls are feeling a little bit nervous because that axe was big. And fire.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
Would be the smart thing to do. I leap to the fall and go for a
Hello.
channel.
You decide to channel the good beans in a 30-foot burst. DC
Yeah.
17.
7 damage.
Okay, that's half their health for one.
Ah.
And you're a pretty beefy paladin. If you want to, I'll let you spend 1 mythic power, and I'll make them roll fort saves to not take massive damage from this, because this is like the antithesis of undead.
Okay. Well,
Show me the goods.
Ding.
supercharge the channel then.
Your channel is infused with powerful power. I like how they roll the same, and then the last one rolls different.
The first two are kindred spirits.
They were the best of friends. They were the blush of friends. They are destroyed by powerful energy surging through them. Divine favors you today. Evil may have been strong here once, but now it is weakened. The presence and need of paladins outweighing the need of a very hungry boy. The ghouls are gone. You can move on with your life now.
Be gone from this place.
All right. Would you like to do anything else in your turn, or do you? I think you spent all your actions, right?
Yep, and there's no one. I can't even use the martial thing because nobody's really in range of any enemies.
All right, Toulon, you can do whatever you want on your turn.
Okay.
I have cleared the way.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take a double move.
Wait, what the fuck?
Being sneaky.
Alright. Toulon. Walking outside has resulted in something happening. I was going to say on initiative, like on the next initiative 0, aka turn skipping over, you would have heard some noises outside. I'm going to put you right at the door, because that's kind of where I'm going to let you make this decision. As you walk outside, you see quite the sight. You see a spooky boy floating in the air, holding onto a smaller boy, and there's a big boy who's like angrily shouting his fist at him, shall we say. The big floaty boy is sucking the juice out of him. How would you like to resolve this situation? By the way, this is the guy that's flying up and being mean.
The second Noganeth?
And Noganeth is an evil boy.
Wait, that's not the name?
No, wait, it's a Nabasu. Noganeth is the guy.
Yeah.
Namazu?
There we go.
Nabazu. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
That was a bit, there's few of him.
So, Toulon, you can move wherever your remaining movement can take you.
Oh. So, what's the situation? The Nabas is holding the other guy.
So there are two gargoyles here. One is unusually large and spiky. The other one is kind of wiggling in the grip of something that's like just squeezing him, Give him a good squeeze.
So the gargoyles, well, the
They
one
seem to
demon
not like this
gargoyle
guy.
are fighting.
There seems to be two fronts here.
And the other gargoyle is... Okay.
Well,
To be
I
fair,
think the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Yeah,
but who's the enemy?
We fought gargoyles before, so...
I'm going to just let the rest of the people here know.
On initiative 0, as I said, you would hear the people outside talk. By the way, they all rolled initiative 8. All the new guys. There's just something going on right now.
Oh man, that's great.
8. Noganeth.
The number of hate.
Noganeth scurries away through the door. Nya! And leaves. Oh, fuck, I did something that broke everything. I don't know what just happened.
Oh no.
I clicked a button. I right-clicked. And everything is now slow. I'm gonna jump maps. Nope, it's just the whole fucking page has decided to implode. Alright, give me a moment.
Oh god. Roll 20, please.
I love it. It's great.
Cool technology.
It's a cool service we're running here.
Alright.
Burning white hot.
Let's see, is it any better now? No. Dude, what the fuck did I do? Okay, now it's back to normal. Now it's back to normal. Alright. Noganeth indeed slinks away, leaving in his wake pure darkness. Let's just say there's a nice big old sphere of darkness around here somewhere. I mean, technically you have access to the paladin. Cariel. Toulon, who was over here, told you about the people outside. I don't know where he is right now. I think it was here, yeah.
There. Came back to tell us. So, like... I'm going to go out there and try to find out what the hell's happening. Probably best if, Fire goes after Captain Dude or checks on the paladins or something. I'm out here, so I'm gonna try and deal with this whole situation.
Cariel, you're outside. You see a very large, spiky boy, a nerdy boy, being held by a very evil-looking boy. There are boys all around, really. In fact, I'm gonna look up what a Nabasu looks like so you can get a good idea, because these guys look hella funky.
No, it's Nabasu. Oh, Namazu.
Nabasu.
It's not a cute little fish man.
No, it's one of these boys. Look at this. Look at this handsome gentleman. Would you not kiss him on the cheek? You should.
Doesn't have a
catch
whole lot
something.
of cheek to kiss.
Either or. The guy on the ground is shouting at him to let him go, or he's gonna come up there. The Navazu seems non-dissuaded by this.
Do these guys look like they either speak the two languages that I'm allowed to speak while in combat?
What languages do you speak in combat?
Infernal and Celestial.
Unfortunately for you, Abyssal tends to be the language that evil boys speak.
God damn it, I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, why did
Listen.
you pick...
Why did you? If I'll let you correct this. Like, if your intention was to speak demonic, then Abyssal's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted.
In that case, you can definitely understand them. The Nabasu is saying something about them being traitors. You don't have the full context for their dialogue.
Well, if they're traitors to demonkind, then that probably means that they're friends, right?
I don't know. I mean, what do you know about gargoyle demonic relations? You're going to need some history books. Would you like to take an action?
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
just to straighten this out, the Nabasu is angry at the other two, or are the other two angry at the Nabasu?
He's angry in the sense that a very cocky, like, villain is like, "Nah, I have you right where I want you, and I will punish you." Nah. So he's not necessarily angry, but he's definitely upset deep down inside.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one's the aggressor and which one is the, like, who's on the back foot.
Considering,
I'm just gonna,
okay, so the gargoyles, by the way, are also looking injured, whereas the Nabasu looks perfectly fine.
Plus, the Nabasu's a demon.
If
Yes.
you recall, the Nabasu was kinda eating the gargoyle.
Yes, Nabasus eat life. They take a big out of people, and they become more powerful as a result.
Well, I'm going to, you know, rather than just bust in and start attacking, just kind of, you know, turn on my halo and just kind of yell, like, "Stop in the name of all things good." Just
So-
bright and shiny time.
So I'm going to point something out, because I really think this is important, because this just proves that whoever wrote this adventure, like all the mistakes I'm finding, they just don't care. The tactics say that this Nabasu will use Regenerate. Regenerate takes 3 rounds to cast! That's not a combat spell! It's like, oh, we use, once it's down to like half health, it'll use Regenerate, and like, fucking idiot, it's going to get its ass kicked before it gets that spell off.
Yeah, it just sits there for 3 rounds, like, "Oh no, I'm in danger, let me stand still."
I mean, Vampiric Touch makes sense, but...
Well, it can fly.
Yeah, but the average party probably has a way to deal with that by this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of us have ranged attacks.
It doesn't even specify that it will hide. It just says it casts it. As if it's just sitting there on its butt going, give me a moment. I gotta put my band-aids on. Would you like to do an action?
Yeah, I was gonna...
I can let you roll
Halo,
sense
yeah.
motive to get a good feel for who might be the better side to side with.
My sense motive is kind of non-existent. So I'm just gonna yell and see who flinches.
What do you yell?
Like, "Stop in the name of all things good."
I mean, the Nabasu is like, oh boy, a cleric. That's a tasty snack.
God damn it, why does everyone keep calling me a cleric?
Because, to be fair, you're pretty adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
can't
I
understand-
keep forgetting it too!
I'm just gonna make, like, this whole thing a world thing. Like, everyone discriminates against oracles.
But you're
Everyone thinks they're just
you're-
clerics.
Listen, you're an Azamar. People expect you to be a cleric.
Yeah.
You're being typecast.
Don't
Alright.
judge a book by its cover, come on.
All right, unless you want to take an action right now, I'm going to shift on to fire.
Yeah, I kept saying I'm gonna, you know, glow and yell.
You glow and yell. The one on the ground is too distracted. The one at the top is definitely too distracted, being choked out and all. So it's only the Nabasu who's like, oh boy, I get desserts. A tasty
Come get
Azamar.
some, stinky.
I imagine Cario makes great demon dessert. Fire. The jackass threw a darkness behind himself.
Yep. So, how bad are the paladins looking here?
If you get a little bit closer, you can assess them quickly. You can roll me some medicine, or any skill you think is appropriate for quickly assessing someone's current condition.
Like, from looking here, they look bad, is the feeling I'm getting, right?
Like I said, you can roll me a check to get a little bit more information than bad. Like if they're stable or not, if you can leave them for a moment.
They are injured. I'm in a hurry running after a dude, so I'm just gonna use my standard action to just throw up channel positive energy.
Whoa!
That's
Yeah,
a
the
bit
gods are
shocking
favoring
here.
you today. God dang.
So everyone within 30 feet heal 17.
Good news, this will make them all conscious because they're level 4 paladins. They do not have 18 con. So, yes, with a blast like that, they're all back up there on their feet. They'll take a moment to really get their stuff together. And by then, combat will probably be over, but hey, they're back on their feet and they seem okay.
Yep. Then I plunge into darkness.
I like your gumption.
Into the black abyss.
Okay,
well-
this means I get 17 as well.
Female
Right.
battle brothers as I run forwards, stumble into the darkness.
I just love the best image of him running in. This is his blast of holy light, and he's just in the darkness again.
Eh.
Tulonic man. Do you want to be a Tulonic man today?
I'm going to put my axe away properly and take out my bow for this.
Good idea.
Yeah.
The Nabasu sees you and goes, ooh! Second desserts.
Gee, someone's greedy.
I mean, he's a demon. You don't find him much greedier than demons.
I mean, that's fair.
If devils are the embodiment of like polite sin, then demons are the embodiment of sin that would tear down civilization. Which is also why they tend to suck at war. Alright, Twilon, you're outside, you have your bow, what do you do with it?
Well, I feel like I kinda ran out of my allotment of actions by going out and like changing weapons.
Okay. The Nabasu is very excited. So, like, you're all so You know what's okay, yeah. Weird. Let's see. I need some specifics. How fast is a Nababababazu? And what does it take? Oh, it's a free action. Okay, excellent. I like this. He tightens his grip around his fancy little boy and scoots on in, getting nice and low, dangerously low, and then he activates his trap card. Oh, cool. I don't have a trap card on standby. Doesn't matter. I'll just copy the text, so you can all roll me some fort saves. Nabasu activates his death-stealing life gaze. You must make me a DC 18 fort save or gain a negative level, which is a -1 to everything. You also lose your level in maximum hit points until you get that sorted out.
Fort safe.
He is just You're licking his free hands fingers as he's being a cocky bitch. I need to roll for your brand new friends, who probably are a little bit annoyed that you've made this so easy on them. But hey, everyone makes mistakes. I mean, this guy probably should have been in the air by now instead of standing on the ground shaking his fist like a dingus. You can blame him as well.
So how exactly do we represent negative level?
You can go into conditions and get into energy drain.
Yes, negative levels of energy drain.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
lovely. Big boy just makes it. Other boy does not make it and takes that one drain. Let's see, did it prop? Oh, yes, it does properly apply. Oh, he immediately loses a bunch of health points from that. Give me a moment.
Okie dokie.
All right. All right. What the heck is this? Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm done.
What?
Excuse me. Pain in my chest. Issues from at home. What's he
no.
gonna do? What can he do? He can always do what he loves to do most, and it's just flying to people. That has been his battle tactic so far. How does this one work? I forgot how his things work, so we're just gonna have him flying to someone. Aggressively, to grab him. What's your CMB at? It's 9. He flies at him, but can't get a grip. The Nabasu is swift and deft and fast and laughs. Nah-ha-ha. He's having a good time. The one he's fighting with will probably use a skill to try and escape out of this. He doesn't have escape artist. Good job. Oh, man. God. Yeah, my chest is hurting a lot. And all these nerves are not making it any easier.
Ow.
That's
If you want to take a break, it's okay.
Oh, boy.
great.
Just sit. All right. He's just going to try and wiggle his way out of here, if at all possible. No. Nokaneth is in the darkness. Scooch, 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 scooch. He exits through a door and sees what's going on and laughs. Yes! Yes! Taste death. Taste defeat. The Nabasau is being a little sassy about it, though. Cariel, would you like to take an action?
I am going to Spear of Purity the Nabasu. I'm getting involved.
You're making a stand.
Yeah.
That's for draining my energy, you jerk.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 22. Half if he succeeds. Nabasu has spell resistance. Can you roll me your caster level, please?
Bam. Oh, that's not
Nope.
good.
His magical hide has no issue warding it off.
Dang.
Whoop. Fire.
Yeah. So I'm just running through this door. I don't know if it's closed. I'm just shoulder checking my way through it. Wham.
You slam through the door. That hurts, but you'll be fine.
Okay.
You're out
then
of the darkness after a bit.
Yeah, after 30 feet.
Brings you in a meditation hall. There's mats around, incense candles.
Do I see anybody around?
No, but the door over here is open.
But do I hear Nulkineth,
Oh, you hear all
gloating?
this stuff happening outside, yes.
Yeah. Well, here's a door to the side, so I'll use
Jump
my
out. All right.
dash and burst through a door.
You're outside.
Fire.
What's going on in here?
Lots of bullshit. Nabasu bad. No Kineth's over there.
And is Toulon using a ranged weapon right now?
Yeah, I am.
And you're a bit...
Yeah, I took out my bow.
Yeah, but you're not... Let me check the range on this thing.
Bow should be... Oh.
No, my thing works within 30 feet. You are out of my range, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my turn. I burst through a door.
I dig it.
Surprise.
Too long.
Okay, now the question is, how do I even represent many shots?
Carefully.
Because basically this means that the first shot I make, I'm just going to this isn't going to work, is it? Eh. Well, whatever. So I still have divine favor, I think.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say +2 on attack and damage.
Marvelous.
Yeah. So the way many shot works is the first attack counts as 2 arrows, so it deals damage twice, but it's 1 attack roll. And I have no idea how to represent that on this sheet.
Yeah.
Or you can just say whatever's damage is doubled.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to fire like 4 arrows at the Nabas and they will all miss, and that's going to be fun.
Pew, pew. So, what kind of arrows do you use? Like, is it using cold iron or good?
Yeah, I bought like
Nice.
40 of them back in Canabras.
Nice. Well, its armor class is 22.
Yeah.
It finds this all very, very, very funny. It squeezes the guy's neck a bit, and it's like, you know what I really like using around you
Stop being a
people.
rude boy.
Let's see. No, that's actually pretty bad. I forgot telekinesis. Not as good in this as it used to be. Well, what he always can do is just take this boy he's holding and ignore him for a moment. As he instead goes to bite the guy next to him and misses. Well, he still has a claw, luckily. Cool. Let's see. I forgot, this guy has all kinds of cool abilities, but they're all oriented towards being a defensive boy. They're not really made to conk someone on the noggin. However, there is something he can do. And he's going to do that. He will throw his shield at him. Boop! And miss. Well then. Well, heck. What will he do? He will wiggle. That's what he'll do. Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything that's really good against this guy. Or does he?
Wiggle, wiggle,
Wait a
wiggle.
moment. Ooh. If you can pull this off, that'd be great. Swoosh.
If the off, will he die?
He throws out an ability. His ally will have to make a will save against this. He makes it. But he also has to make me a cast level check. Because he's throwing out a hypnotic pattern. Will it even affect the Nabasu? I don't know. We'll find that out when he's done. Ba-boom. He makes it with a 20. Nice. Wait, why is he... You're not level... Oh. Weird. I thought you were higher level than that. Cool. What a bunch of stuff to do. Nabasu, show me your will save. If he's unaffected, no one is. He's annoyed. It's already kind of tough casting spells when you're like this. Nokanef sees, however, his good friend Fire. And he shouts something. Fire, you don't know what he's shouting on about. It's all the usual, I'm going to kill you, you're going to die, and this mighty weapon of mine is going to show you a good time. I'm going to remove the effects from Smite, because you were not the one being smited. He still has good Bane, and you are a good Bane boy.
Yep, I am. So that's 19 damage. Ah! So I'm being bashed.
Cariel.
I'm gonna take a little tiny steppy over here, and then basically say like, as long as you promise not to attack us, I'm gonna help you, and then I'm gonna heal Avraxis.
Actually, his name is Abraxas. It for some reason got that wrong. I think that's on me.
Oh, Abraxas. Okay. It sounds
Yes,
like a
I
cleaning
typoed
product.
it. I'm smart.
Mm.
You give him a zap in the butt. That's nice. Honestly, I really thought Nice. He feels a bit better. The Nabasu thanks you for prolonging his suffering. I will be throwing him from the top of a long fall now. Fire. There's a guy next to you, but he has like baby hit points left.
Yep. So I'm gonna be taking a 5-foot step.
Excuse me. Taking a 4-foot step out of there.
Yeah. Whoop. 5-foot step. Just about.
1, 3. Yeah, like I'm 4 diagonals away. That's exactly 30.
Yep. Okay, 5-foot step means I can still
Do everything, yes.
full attack.
Yep.
So Dolkinet gets a whole load of arrows his way.
And he goes down for good.
Blah, 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 blah.
You pepper him.
And I use one mythic power to give Toulon an attack.
Yeah, that's probably not very worthwhile.
Well, still. Attack! The flying demon spawn.
Yeah. Well, I make the attack with my weapon in hand
Mm.
Nope.
and roll a 3.
It's still your turn, though.
Yeah. And that's why I'm going to just drop my bow, pull out my axe, and step in.
Cool. This is the point where I
Axe.
remember that I need to tell the experience. Geometric goals again. 1600.
No Basu.
Yes, go ahead and show him. Not with that.
More
Not.
like stinky.
Wow, I rolled a 2 and a 3. With dice rolls like this, I'm not going to.
The Nabasu releases the
Espe-
gargoyle. He is a bit of a tasty, a tough snack. And you would like for you to be another one.
Want something squishy to cleanse his palate.
Wait, I want to know how enervation does. Not Vampiric Touch, enervation. Let's see. Ooh, I like that one. But now is not the time, unfortunately. So he will just go for his repertoire of bites and claws. Excuse me, there's one claw missing. You are still protected, so that's nice. Going at you, Toulon.
Oh, okay, so I take the top claw.
Yep.
For 11.
Let's see. Are these with or without power attack? Is a question. There we go. Longsword power attack. It's a cold iron longsword. Coming right at the back of this guy's head. And he misses with a 10. Good job. I like your style. He's released and will kind of scooch his way out of there. I would like to be somewhere else. Thank you. I mean, they might have a tough height, but it won't protect him forever. Does he have anything that might help you? A buff, perhaps? He's already... Oh, no. Yeah. Well, not really. He didn't really prepare to fight anything today. And you're all standing in such awkward positions that the spells he does have that are useful wouldn't really work. So, I guess the best he can do is give you a thumbs up, unless he has something really good. Nope, all of his stuff is all pretty much for that. He can still shoot his crossbow in hopes. Nope, it's a 1-on-1. What a hero. This guy's out, though. Cariel.
Oh,
wait, no, it doesn't. This guy's big. He has a +4 to his CMB from out of size. Oh, it's a 1.
Do you still have a bull strength to toss out?
yeah, I've got one. You can do that if you want it.
Well, it's probably more useful than trying to beat spell resistance.
Yeah, it's a good plan. Yeah, I'll bull strength on Toulon. Getting that +4 strength. Activate the beef.
Show them the beef. Beef activated, I guess. Fire.
Yes. I will also help in beefing up Toulon by filling them with the might of Erastil.
I dig it. I dig it a lot.
Swell with the might.
Swell.
Well, now it's going to be 2 big guys against 1 medium one.
Sandwiched demon.
He doesn't like this. It's very uncomfortable being between the two of you. But he'll manage. Toulon, you've been made big. And you're
And
strong.
I'll take a...
Yeah.
If you would like to cleave this Napasu in half, I'm okay with that. I have made peace.
Oh, my computer has been slow.
Too big for your computer to handle.
Basically, I'm just going to click attack again, except this time with the large profile. I'm going to add in the...
Ooh.
That's
boy.
some meat.
That first one definitely hits. And gives him a good old slap him. It loses some of its cocky edge. It doesn't like you too long. It doesn't like you one bit, but it has a spell just for you. It will, however, just get out of here first. By flying straight up. Wow.
Everybody gangs down till the dwarf becomes a giant.
You can make attack for opportunity if you wish.
You bet.
You betcha. Chet you betcha.
Chet, you betcha. Where's that from?
Well, that doesn't hit, so
Nope.
whatever.
The Nabasal floats in the air. Flap, 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 flap. It points its finger at you. And will make a touch attack. What is your touch AC, big boy?
Because of the size change, it should be something like 13.
Let's see, it rolled, so that plus 9 is 17. It hits you with Innovation.
Okay, so
You
how
take
many
1d4
negative-
temporary negative levels.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of gusto just got sucked out of you.
Okay, So I'm up to 4 negative.
Okay, let's see. These will last a maximum of let's see. What's an Abyssal's caster level? These will only last 8 hours, unlike most negative levels that tend to last forever. This guy will go up and bring him back down, if possible. Does he have anything for that? Nope. Oh, also he got an attack of opportunity, but he misses. He's not very. He's not as good as you, tough nuggets. He's trying his best. He will, however, fly up and give him the old whack-em kaback-em. Trying again. He really should focus on his accuracy, but he's angry. And this guy can't do much at all. Except maybe shed a tear. That he doesn't have good attack spells. Carry on.
Oh, I was just looking up to see if... No, that probably wouldn't work. No, I was thinking, like, would the spell magic get rid of the negative levels, but I don't think that's how that works. And besides, Toulon has, like, a billion other positive magic effects.
We look at the... We do have, like, 7 potions of lesser restoration floating around.
Yeah, probably. I can fix that later. Right now, like...
Lesser restoration doesn't help against negative levels, though.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, you would need like whole restoration.
Well, I'm going to just heal Toulon, I guess, because I've taken like 27 damage, and that's considerable. So, 18.
Okay, so how far away is the demon?
It's like 30-ish feet up in the air.
Okay. Is...
Just enough so I could start shooting Toulon.
Yeah, but is it 30 feet away? Because that's the point blank thing.
It's within point blank range. Well, I'll be nice.
Okay. Well, I'll pepper with arrows then.
And pepper you do, dealing 11.
Get back down from there.
Toulon. They just love bullying you, but they are demons.
Yeah. Oh,
Just jump up.
just jump up in armor when I weigh like a ton.
Hey, an acrobatics check. You can always try.
Do a wall jump.
Yeah. 30 feet. I feel like this energy drained debuff is not really applying properly.
Weird.
Because I feel like my...
I think it's doing 1 hit point per level, by the looks of it.
And even that isn't doing properly because my level is 6 by now. Anyway, like with a -4 to attack and stuff, right now I'm probably not very useful, so... I'm just going to pick up my bow and quietly squeeze back into the building.
You squeeze back into the building with your bow.
And the Nobas who can try to get me.
It's actually somewhat more concerned about this guy that's next to it. Who takes all of that damage for an tidy 25. Well, actually, no, he takes none. Because those are not magic weapons, I think. And gargoyles have good non-magic damage resistance.
Huh.
Yes. It's great.
So this is a gargoyle that's using a cold iron weapon.
Yes. It seems very much aware of that being beneficial.
Yeah.
It's going to use an ability that gives it a little bit more damage. Even if that isn't really what it needs, but it's going for that strong swing. 23, it actually hits and gets to roll the bonus 2d6 damage from the ability it used. How nice. It rolls 28. Wow. Look at you. Look at you. All you needed was too long giving you the good example on how to swing an axe. And how to shoot an arrow. And now you're doing it. And this guy's just going to kind of cheer you on. Because he doesn't really want to get close again. In fact, he'll just scooch on in a building. I'll reveal the buildings now. I forgot to do that. Whoops. Whoop. Cacario.
That's me.
It's you.
Uh,
Oh, I need to look up the detail. What kind of negative level does that thing give you? I'd say it's temporary.
I'm going to. I guess I'll protection from evil, the big boy.
He is protected from evil.
And then I'm going to take a little steppy into the darkness.
The darkness is going to stick around a while, by the way. It's like pollution. Just don't do it. Let's see how much darkness actually sticks around. I think it's a minute per level. Yeah, it's going to stick around the whole combat, basically. Fire. The Nabasu has been reduced to about half, you'd say. So it's going to start having to make some considerations on if it wants to fight or not.
Yeah. I don't have anything here. So yeah, I'm just gonna be continuing to shoot at it.
Wait a moment. I'm pretty sure he has something that actually works in this context. No?
Aha. Okay. Switching tactics slightly. Let's turn that one off. Yeah, that one off. Get. Switching focus slightly to using my +1 evil outsider bane arrows on the Nabazu. What did those do again? +1, the target must succeed DC. No, that's one.
If they're Bane, they deal 2d6 extra damage, and aside from that, I don't know.
Weapon enchant bonus +2 better than its actual bonus. Also
Yes.
2d6. So this is with. I need to throw in an extra +2. And 2d6 damage. Where do I add that? There. And. Nope. There. Okay. Evil outsider bane arrows.
Good news. One of them hits. Oh, two of them hit. Pew, pew, for 34. It is starting to look pretty beaten and bruised, and it might retreat soon. It's starting to reconsider now that you guys have figured out its defenses and are aiming around it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Guess I'll make one bow attack.
Pew.
Pew.
No.
Okay, the -4 is in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's gonna be. So yeah, I'm kinda not very useful.
Well, the Nabasu is not quite going to turn to him with a missed shot like that. It feels a little bit more emboldened, and instead it's going to try something else called Vampiric Touch. But first it must roll me a cast level check. And it succeeds at casting this spell. Abracadabra, abracadoo, I'm going to touch you. Poke. Wait, no, it's this plus 9, so he's touched. What happens is he takes 1d6 damage per 2 cast levels. He has 8, so 4d6. He can separate. Okay. Nice. So let's roll some damage. As he sucks out a little bit of juice and gets it for himself. And tells him to flee. Might as well. No. I thought I gave this guy an ability that lets him change the energy type on his weapons, which would make sense, considering that he's trying to undermine demons, but I guess I forgot. I'll figure it out later. For now, he'll just sit there on his hands, as they say. Well, actually, no. I think Glitter Dust ignores spell resistance, right? Yes. He will just throw a Glitter Dust out there. Since there's no one in the way to muck it up. Let's see. All creatures gets covered in dust at the end of your turn. Nice. Yep. I don't think he gets to make a will save until his turn is ended, right? At least it doesn't say in the thing I used. Glitter Dust. Either or, it doesn't really matter. It's Cariel's turn now.
That's me. I got another heal in me for big boy. Give him a big old
Oh, he's blinded now.
Step out of the darkness a little bit first. And whoa. Damn, big damage.
Big heal.
Wait, what kind of cure are you doing?
A big healy.
Who is healed?
The big boy.
Big boy is big healed.
Yeah.
Almost up to max. Fire. The Nabasu is blinded. You can get a much easier shot off now. Its flat-footed AC is 18. It's also busy flying, though, which is keeping it somewhat preoccupied.
Ah, thank you, flying creature who is not evil.
His thumb comes out the door. That's 2 more hits. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That is 37. Oh, that's a lot more than 37. Excuse me.
Yep, I'm throwing out more evil outside the paint arrows at this thing.
Well, they're doing their job. Toulon, he is like one good axe swing away. Let's measure it in that kind of. He won't dodge the next one, and you'll get him down. But you're using your bow, so bow ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to bow ahead.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, that made
You hit it because it is blinded.
Ooh. Just 15. Don't like when I roll damage. It always gives me crit apparently.
Excellent. The Nabasu will attempt to teleport out of here. However, it can't properly cast defensively since it's blinded. So the guy gets a swing at him. Hey! That's a confirmed critical.
Hey!
So as he gets shot in the back, and then gets shot twice. With renewed vigor, Varaxis raises his blade and just conks him on the head. Oh boy, it takes him past his negative con, so he's just straight up dead. And you see his body slam into the ground, knocking up dust.
Low, like, crits while at low HP tend to do that.
There's, yeah. Nice. Nice. Anyway, the Nabasu is dead.
Well, that was messy.
Huzzah!
I'm going to be nice and tell you of some things you might want to do. There was some stuff in Nolkenneth's room that might be worth taking a peek at. Treasure, to be specific. The Nabasu doesn't have anything on them, unfortunately. On the plus side, those were some good slatherings of experience.
Juicy.
Yes.
What maybe call you a friend? There aren't that many non-demons around here anymore.
Except the
those
gargoyles.
Align with them.
Yeah.
My people are often recruited. A lot of my kind tends to align with their goals, and as a result, they tend to align with the demons. They're not affected by the barrier that is up. Mind if I ask why he looks you over like... You don't look like a crusader, but you have that aura around you, you know? It's like... You're not in like heavy plate with a big sword, but he's still like, I mean, there's an Azamar with you. He's trying not to make judgment, but he's like really sure you are.
I am a divine hunter.
Yes,
Okay.
let's put it like that.
Also, weren't your parents Crusaders?
Yes?
Fire is Crusader adjacent.
Just like your cleric adjacent.
Yeah. We're all something adjacent.
A long line of Crusaders.
Anyway, the main point he's trying to make is that he's kind of surprised to see your kind this high up north. The last thing he heard, Villareth Ford was taken, and he didn't quite expect you to make it here so quick after such a loss.
Was Villa at the...
That was the last crossing this far north on the river.
Well, it has been retaken now.
Yeah,
Truly.
we cleared that place out not long ago.
Well, I'm terribly
Yeah.
sorry I couldn't be of more assistance when things were getting tough. I tend to rely on my ally for the big stuff. I'm more the research type.
That's understandable.
So what exactly are you trying to do up north?
There was a bit of a bounce back in Canabres, you might have heard.
No, I have not.
News travel
Well,
slow.
Yeah, we basically, had some dealings with the Wardstone. It exploded. All the demons around there evaporated. And then the Queen came and she went, "You did a great job." And then she gave us an army, and now we're heading up to whatever that place was called. Dresden, yeah, and yeah, we've kind of cleared a path from there to here.
Well, I told you those weren't the northern lights we saw. Oh.
The Fifth Crusade is on, and we are its spearhead.
He says stuff like that sometimes. You just gotta, let it happen.
Well, what exactly is the goal of the Fifth Crusade? Because personally, I've been trying to look for ways to close the world wound up, but...
Oh, pretty sure that's the plan.
That is the ultimate goal of all the Crusades. Hopefully, we succeed this time.
then perhaps my intellect can be of service.
We definitely welcome anybody willing to lend a hand. And you two seem like you know what you're doing.
Are you by yourselves, or do you have any additional protection?
We
yeah.
have, like
Quite
a
a
whole
few
army of
army.
paladins.
Oh, so you're the actual Crusade, proper. Not just
Yes.
like...
Yeah, well, I guess we're like the, heads of the whole operation. So that's why we went in alone. We've got like a whole army of 100 paladins
Well,
downstairs.
the reason you went by yourself into this place is the army can't just scale a difficult wall. Like, most paladins are kind of clumsy.
Yeah, yes.
I give a side eye to fire.
And listen, it's not his fault.
I point in the direction of over that way where Social is apparently.
They are peeking around the corner. They know not to just go toe to toe with an Abazu.
I'll wave them over because
Well,
it's safe now. We've
To
cleared
be
everything.
fair, if they got hit by Innervate enough times or the life stealing gaze, they would have turned into ghouls, and that wouldn't have been pleasant.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some members of our army who came with us.
Well then.
Oh, also, we were on a rescue mission.
There are a handful of paladins that were captured, held here by that corpse of a man over there. Kind of gesture and nalka dalka boka boka.
Yeah,
And-
that been caution.
Yeah. But thankfully, he's not going to be much of a problem anymore.
By the way, I'm just gonna plop the stuff these guys had on them for you to see.
Dang.
Yeah.
A box of trophies. Ain't that nice? Let's see, what does this guy have on him? Oh, he has some other stuff. Let's take a look. You know, I really do love that this fight could have gone so much worse if you weren't mostly outsiders, because he has mass hold person. The Nabazu has mass hold person. It would have just, like any other party, and he would have started just fucking one person up.
Yeah.
So yes.
Apparently Area D8 was supposed to be locked.
Well, to be fair, he ran through it in a rush to get out of here, so he probably unlocked it on his way through.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Ugh.
You've done your mission and cleared the place
guess
and
we
found your paladins who are now awake and are like standing by.
Yep. Well, we have new friends. Flying friends with spikes.
Varaxis seems to be the silent type.
Oh,
Understandable.
I rudely
Yeah.
try to ask
speed.
Varaxis about the other few gargoyles that act as the minute.
Varaxis doesn't like answer to that question, but Abraxas can definitely tell you that again, gargoyles often get hired by demons. It's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because as gargoyles help the demons because they can go through the barrier around the world wound, so do gargoyles become associated with demons and become corrupted and fiendish, and people are like, oh, it's a gargoyle, he's probably dealing with demons if we're this close to the world wound. So it kind of is a self-sustaining problem.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it'll be good if you show that you're actually good.
But I'm not a
Got some
cleric.
stereotypes to overcome.
Certainly. Well then. Unless you have other business around here.
Well,
Stand-
You did clear out the chapel, right? The chamber with all the ghouls?
Yeah?
Yeah.
first thing. I'm also rummaging around in the room that we had apparently a key for. Check if there's anything
Let me
there.
just check if there's anything in it. I don't think there is, but a check never hurts. Nope.
Maybe that's where the box is.
It's an office room, but it's been defaced mostly.
Office.
Judging by the look of it, though, there are like chains and manacles around. This might have been used as like a holding cell for prisoners that aren't unconscious.
Oh. Tulin is going to go and ring the bell again just for fun.
Clink.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Paladins stand at attention as they hear the bell ring.
Victory bell.
Orcs.
Hell yeah, boys. The lost chapel is lost no more.
Nice. I assume we've been through the room that the paladins were in.
Yes, that's where you found the box and the stuff.
Yeah, okay. So neat. Looks like we are relatively done here then. Everything's clear. Been in all the different rooms.
Yep.
Yep. A quick examination would reveal that it is indeed clear. The chapel could be rebuilt for use when, Dresden has been taken and it's a bit safer around here.
Yeah, we have more pressing matters at the moment.
I'm just gonna double check, make sure there's not like a final nope. No extra little scoop on top for doing your job. But you already got a bunch, so who cares? You return to the army, and return to the... No, I do not want to. Thank you. You return to the army. This is not the army. You return to the army. You have new friends in tow. It takes a bit of time to convince them not to act up, but lucky for you, you have veto right, and just tell them to shush, be nice. You are a crusade. You're here to fight the demons and make allies. After all, who knows this place better than someone who's lived there all their life? Oma. With that, problem solved, and the paladins glad to see their comrades returned. Morale is high as you move on down the road. Your scouts that move on ahead report back something strange as you claw your way onwards. Let me just check the travel information. The next section takes about a third of a day. I'll say that you get to... Well, let's see, how do you get rid of negative levels?
We
Negative
wait.
levels.
Or we have someone in the army heal us.
If you want to spend 100 gold pieces, yes, I'll say that there's probably someone who can help slap a couple out of you.
Oh, there's someone that can cast Holy Restoration. Cool.
Yep. I mean, there has to be, like, someone who can take care of negative levels.
Hmm.
They're not a combatant, though. They're just there to, like, do the do.
Doop doop a dooba doo.
Okay. Oh, you only need one. Apparently, it dispels all temporary negative levels, and it's all temporary negative levels, so they're all gone. Additionally, the ones you got from that big spell would have gone away in 8 hours anyway, so...
Yeah.
Point is, if you spend 100 gold pieces, you're fine by the time you arrive at a giant cloud of green.
Oh, great.
You're in a valley of sorts, leading up to Dresden. There are hundreds of holes in the walls around you, and a big cloud of green that writhes and moves. Your scouts don't know what to make of it, but decided not to go inside because attempting to do so, they heard voices in the air, and they don't want to go insane, if that's okay with you.
Wise caution.
Yeah, I
Ah.
understand that.
How long did you say it was from the last thing?
8 hours, like a third of a day.
Okay, so we don't get stuff. Oh,
I mean, if you want to
don't-
wait, if you want to take a full rest before you go inside, that's fine.
Yeah, I kind of definitely need a rest.
Yeah,
I'm
like
almost out of spells.
You
We
decide to
went,
take a rest. Do you want to risk your scouts going out and gather some information on this cloud?
Well, that's kind of their job, isn't it?
Yep.
Scout.
Scout.
All right. You take a rest. Get all your mythic power back, all your spells and
Yeah.
stuff. I'll probably just grab the deck and. Can you grab your own cards for this, or?
Now
Yeah,
I
we
can
can.
see it.
Excellent. Take care of your rest. Don't forget there's a button in the back that helps with that. Your other allies will recover as best they can. I really need to look at Abrax because I really thought I gave him elemental switching power. Oh well,
Oh,
because he does have Scorching Ray.
Hey, there is a rest button.
Yep, it's neat, ain't it? All right. When morning comes, you've taken your rest. You're all ready to go. Your scouts report that what they have found is that the massive cloud is a whole bunch of bugs. They've asked around a bit with some, associates around the place that have information on this kind of stuff. They are, let me just look up, they are Vecavores, I think. They are, no, Vescavore. Vescavores. They are tiny buggos, very small. But they're also incredibly dangerous for a number of reasons. Vecavores have the following effects they've been able to gather. They have the 2d6 swarm damage going on, but the worst part is that they can traumatize you and eat your stuff and make you go insane. They're terrifying insects. However, luckily you have with you Socio, who knows enough about these creatures that he's able to discern some information that will be useful. The fact that they're so tightly woven together implies that there's a queen nearby. If you kill the queen, the rest of the swarm should disperse. Additionally, the scouts report that most tunnels appear to be angling downwards, and they found a tunnel that goes straight into the center. Unfortunately, Vescavores love attacking large groups and noisy groups, so your army can't come down there with you without getting devoured or going mad in the process. They should ignore you long enough for you to get inside the lair if you go by your lonesome. You can take an ally with you.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to be dealing with swarms and insects, people with AoEs and fire abilities probably would help. Like, I can lob some explosives at long range, but, like...
Vescavores do have resistance to fire 10.
Dang it!
What?
Everything
Same
has
thing.
resistance
They're
to fire.
demons!
Yeah.
This is a known
Same
issue.
thing.
Also bugs.
They are bugs. Let's see. Well, I mean, they're immune to weapon damage. Or resistance. I'm trying to move away from Pathfinder's absurd list of things are immune to things and make it more... Or they're just very tough against it. Let's see. No, these are all allies that are... Okay, here we go. Well... I guess Aravashniel is back in working order, and he is a wizard. He might have some spells. Let's see. He can cast up the third. So, he probably has some spells that might help in this context. There is also... Wait, where is she? She's supposed to be in this list. Is she in the enemies list? She's not supposed to be there. Why is she in the enemies list? Get out of there. You're supposed to be in the friendlies list. You have Socio, who is a good guy, can give you a little bit of luck, can protect you from energy and stuff, which isn't too relevant, but he's a good guy. Little wink and smile. You have Aron. You can't seem to find Aron today. But there's also Nura, who can provide you with buffs. She's a bard, after all. She can sing you some nice songs.
Oh no, we sent the scout out and he didn't return.
No, you didn't send him out to scout. He's just kind of gone.
Same difference.
Weird.
Yep. I think Arvashniel is your best chance here.
Yeah, definitely.
In that case, I will look up some spells that he might want to have for this.
So there's a change it +1. I think I'm taking that myself.
I'm going to slip on a fresh new shirt.
Yeah.
Since they're weak to cold damage, Arvashniel is going to look through some... He brought his friends, by the way. Like, there's a whole bunch of, like, librarians following him around. Not Umbro weapon, unshakable justice, level 3 already? No, this is still level 2. Not old damage, I want cold damage. It's old damage. Ice spears. Heart of spike of cold iron. Hold person, nope. Heart of metal, nope. Fire shield, nope.
Fire shield would work.
Cone of cold, but that's a really high level spell.
Yeah,
No,
fire shield
yeah, there aren't any good spells in this context. Are they weak to acid? She just starts asking, like, there's gotta be something, right? There's gotta be something. It's like, well, acid might work. Let's see, actually, it's only electricity and fire that they have resistance to it. They're not resistant to cold or acid, like most tend to. Nice! Because that opens up some options for the guy. Let's see, acidic spray. Still level 5th. Come on, bring me to proper level. Thank you. Eruptive, what the fuck? Eruptive pustules. Acidic boils that burst when are attacked. Gross.
very.
What the hell? Trail of fire and acid.
Yeah. So how many acid flasks do we have on hand? In the army?
Probably have a few.
Why they
Many of
why are their hit points so
ourselves.
high? Oh, they also have spell resistance, so yes.
Oh,
Nasty.
that's likely.
The more I learn about these bugs, the less I like them.
Our Vashnil says that if this is the case, the best plan might be to load up, because the queens are not small; they are like large creatures. So your best option may be to just kind of book it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we should take some beef in that case.
You can take Erebeth if you want some beef, although Socio isn't too bad either, and Nura can help buff the party if you want, because she is a bard. She can inspire. What's your inspiration at? Oh, cool. I didn't write it down. Oh wait, no, I think it's all in here. Yes, she can inspire courage +2, which is a +2 to attack and damage if you wish. And while she's doing that, she can also cure wounds. Can displacement be cast on others? Yes. So she can generally make this easy. Let's see. Invisibility is also a spell she has.
Oh, do we have like a quartermaster or something?
Yes. What do you want from the quartermaster?
A masterwork buckler.
Easy enough.
All right. I'll just pay
It's
out
made
the
on the way
loot.
there.
The loot we just gained. It's 155.
Also, if you really want beef, I guess Phyrexis and Abraxas. Well, Abraxas no, but Phyrexis definitely. Like, it is unlikely they will even hurt him because of his thick. Well, actually, does Vescovores count as magical weapons? They might. They are nasty boys. I like the picture though. They're like there's like a little bug crawling on a severed hand. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna look it up because it's kind of cool. I would like to select and click to Google. Thank you. Here. Take a look at this handsome gentleman. Boop. Took me a moment to realize he was standing on a severed hand though, because those are
Wow, I hate it.
Look at this tiny boy. He's just taking a little nibble. Just let him have it. Let's see. What was I looking for again? What kind of resistance was I looking for? Okay, they are not magic weapons, so taking the gargoyle with you would be good because he could just kind of let them all crawl over him. He might go mad, but
Yeah, I don't like that.
let me see how good is his will save. Well, if you slap him with protection from evil, shouldn't he just be immune to most of their evil stuff?
Yeah, that does seem like a good call.
He could intentionally hoard all the bugs on top of him.
Just have him run around and pick them all up. Just carry like armfuls of them.
What are our chances of just sneaking by undetected?
You could try to sneak by, yes. Like, the swarms are like, they're not in their lair, they're usually out hunting. So in the lair you'll find like freshly hatched ones that are very distracted by the fact that they've just spawned. So you could sneak by with, if you have like something like invisibility to help you out or something.
Well, Arvashniel. Also, I'm putting on that stone breastplate. It was previously worn by the
You can redeem it.
Inquisitor guy. Yeah.
Good news. Ah, yes. Our Vashnil can provide you with invisibility sphere. Once you have that, you could probably just sneak on by without getting detected.
Yeah.
How long does it last? Okay, normal. He will not join you on this condition, though. He's like, yeah, but I don't want to be, like, knee-deep in bugs, so...
I mean, neither do we. We just want to make it to the queen without ever having to deal with the swarms.
Cool. Excellent. Sexcellent. Alright, you can make all preparations you think are necessary. You can select who becomes the 10-foot radius sphere center of the invisibility. So who will be that? And who are you taking with you, if you are taking an ally with you?
Well, if we're going sneaky and invisible, who would be the best choice in that aspect?
I mean, it doesn't matter who the spell is centered on. Technically. It's just that that person is the one who breaks the spell if they do anything. So, for context, invisibility is broken when... Well, I mean, you still make sound, so spellcasting has its downsides. It ends when you attack. If you make an attack roll or affect someone negatively, then the thing breaks. Otherwise, it just stays on you. So, the best
In that
idea...
case, probably me?
Yeah, you would probably be the best choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
My connection is being really choppy right now.
Mm-hmm. Too bad, too bad. Alright.
I'm probably going to tell Wolf to stay.
Wolf will stay out of this.
I should probably update Wolf's stats because,
Do
like,
it when you have time.
yeah.
Or when you feel like it. Either or. What's the plan, kiddos? You are shown by the scouts to a hole that's big enough for people to squeeze through. And it goes down 20 feet, and then there's a gap 20 feet, so you're going to have to use some rope. But otherwise, you enter a slimy lair when you're ready.
So who are we taking with us? Like, I was thinking either like Erebeth or the gargoyle, but if we're like, you know, sneaking about, the gargoyle is a bit too big to fit in the radius. It's kind of a large lad. So probably Erebeth would be the best choice. She's a good tank.
She's not the kind to sneak around either, is she?
Yeah, but neither are Fire and I.
It's the invisibility that lets you move around, really.
Yeah, we could take what's her face?
Now,
Erebeth
Erebeth does have the Evil
girlfriend.
Bane sword, and I think she's a slightly better sword arm.
Yeah, for when we actually get to the Super Queen boss, she'd be able to tear it to shreds.
Definitely. She had with the Evil Bane, she's like a plus 14 to hit if she doesn't do power attack.
Yeah, okay.
As long as we
Erebeth.
reassure her, just stay in the bubble and stay quiet.
Erebeth is super thrilled to come with you. Because fighting in an army is one thing, but these private operations, she just gets to smack more things, you know.
Yeah, there's more glory when it's just you.
Clenches her fist in excitement, yeah. And then she's quiet, because she knows to be quiet.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to put around you a spooky aura of undetection. What exactly defines people invisible? Recipient. Oh, it's everyone who stays within 10 feet, so you kind of have to stick around the whole time.
Yeah. If you can, like, give me permission to move Erebeth, I can, like, move us all as a clump.
Yep, you roll down and you are now in the lair. The walls are slimy, the air is sweet.
Welcome back, Belmore.
Yep.
We decided on taking Erebeth because her sword will obliterate the queen.
Oh, that sounds like a good choice then.
Yeah. So we're all gonna sneak in the big invisibility bubble.
Alright,
Oh.
I want you to decide where do you want to go? Pick a direction and have a go.
We have south and we have
East.
east. West.
Things. Wow.
You can try to use survival or perception to perhaps learn some information on what might be a good direction.
Oh, survival is the tracking skill. Yeah, I have that.
No, but perception is like you're trying to do it in a different way. Because the sweetness isn't equal everywhere.
Well, I can roll either one and I'm going to have, like, skills. Rank up both.
And you can boost the roll with the Mythic Surge if you want to.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I know.
Toulon decides to employ his ranger's training.
Yeah, like, if this counts as track and I get a +3
Can you
on
just-
survival to track.
It's your tracking, yes. So the roll base.
Surely, like, the queen moved down there at some point, so we're gonna assume there's some sort of tracks or evidence of it.
It's more like you're trying to sense hot cold. Like what would be most likely a good direction to go.
Yeah.
Additionally, someone here might want to be the lookout for like denser parts of the swarm, because the individual bugs aren't going to attack you, but if they can coalesce into a swarm, they will. So, who here wants to be the perception lookout?
Still me. I'm the
Yeah, it's
local-
still
You're busy
Toulon.
tracking.
Oh.
Well, at least I'm doing a good job of it.
Toulon will be able to take you straight to the queen. The problem is that might run into some swarms unless you have someone who can watch out. Let's see, what's Erebeth's perception? Maybe she can cover this.
Mine
It's
is
+1.
2.
See, now if you were a cleric, you would have a high wisdom score, and it wouldn't be...
But then I wouldn't have a high charisma score.
Ah, yes.
I need to be sassy.
Yes. Fire, what's your perception?
0.
This party is amazing.
Yep.
I guess I'm taking lookout.
Don't forget you can search.
I might need to.
Show me the goods.
That's not bad. I mean, I'll search just for the sake of it.
Show me the goods.
Eh.
Slap
Yeah,
that
rid
card
of that.
down.
Yeah. Drop a coin, roll a d6.
Great.
I'm going to check out what their stealth modifier is. Oh, actually, no, you're not trying to...
Better than 16.
do you have dark vision or a light source or something?
I can be a light source, but like we're trying to be invisible. I
Alright.
think I have. Do I have anything?
You should have dark vision as an
No.
Azamar unless you traded it out for something.
Yeah, I traded it out for Halo.
Good news.
Figured that'd do the same thing.
You're you should reconsider your team composition. You decide to follow down the path that Toulon lays out for you.
Mm.
Unfortunately, as Toulon is a little too busy managing the, keeping eyes on the tracks of this ravenous cavern, dug out and slimy, they don't quite notice when the whole party stumbles into a swarm. It skitters and writhes and sings in abyssal tongue. For these creatures they have 4 intelligence, but they sing. They're maddening.
Ew.
If you spend more than like 20 or so seconds being exposed to their singing, you start to go mad. Like, you will gain a madness.
Oh
The
god,
swarm-
is that Rebecca Black? Oh no.
So at this point, since you're basically gonna run straight through them, I'm going to give you a grace and give you the following. You can roll me stealth. Someone here can roll me stealth. And then, if you all spend your mythic power, that's the only stealth roll you have to make.
Hooray, that's like the teamwork feat. That.
Yep. So if you all slap a coin on the table, the person with the high stealth here can see if they can make it past this unruly, writhing mess without getting detected.
-1, baby.
Wow, this is 3.
And they rolled a 1.
So we all use a mythic surge.
Yes, you all use a mythic surge to hold your breath, essentially, and be as quiet as possible.
Hey, hold on. Why now? Waiting
then-
for M stripe. What the hell is that? Can you just refresh? It's not necessarily refresh, but
Then Toulon leads you over to the mythic... Well, the queen. She's not mythic, but she's a queen. Buzzing and swarming and laying gross eggs. Blech.
Ew.
I have to do cleanup.
Mm.
You can launch your attack when ready. By the way, due to the amount of paladins you have in your army, I say that you can get all your hit points back on a rest, since they all have their lay on hands. There's
Like
a
30 of them.
there's
just
a lot
crowd
of
around
physical
for a
contact
quick
going on.
massage.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of backslapping going on. So yeah.
And high fives, presumably. All right, Erebeth kind of scoots in close, and she's like, "There it is. So how we gonna do this? Ready when you are."
Which a little bit closer.
I'll let Cario decide where you're going, since she's the center token.
Uh,
Don't worry about staying within it. I'm assuming that you all stay within Cario's range all the time.
Mm.
I can move myself to be next to anybody if they want to take a specific position.
I need to look up
Oh,
the physical
just-
queen's statistics. There we go.
I just mostly want to be within 30 feet of it.
Yeah, that's all he wants in life.
Like I can hold back and not make any attacks just to keep the bubble active. If people want it.
Well, they break their
I
own
think-
bubble if they attack.
Yeah, I think if y'all attack, then that's out of the question. But I might want to stay invisible.
Erebeth
That's,
requests that you cast if you have anything to shield her mind, because that thing makes a lot of noise.
yeah, I can protection of evil on each of you. If you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes enough noise to be noticed.
I mean, it's a spell casting action. If it has a verbal component, you're basically extremely noisy.
Yeah, it's got verbal.
You're invoking the blessing of the gods. It's a loud business.
Mm.
All right, kids, show me the
So
goods.
yeah, when we want to kick off, I can do that.
I'm ready. Playing the bow. Did we get a surprise round on it?
It definitely didn't see you coming, so you get a surprise.
Yeah,
round.
we're invisible. we can surprise them.
You managed to avoid detection by the swarm, so they don't have a clue you're here until you decide to show yourself.
Because I still have that arrow of evil outsider slaying.
You're free to try. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a large boom.
Okay, so using that, so I'm not using my deadly aim because that uses my thing. So no, none of that. And I'm just you get just one standard action, so attack.
Pew!
Let me. Did it give me any kind of +1 arrow, key type, strength, must succeed DC 24 to save or take 50 points of damage. Okay,
Its flat-footed AC is 18.
let's see.
So please, make it count. Oh, you hit him. That's a hit. Show me the goods, baby.
Oh, baby.
Well, it takes 4 damage from that, and wait, where is the damn thing? Well, I can't.
Slaying.
So
Arrow of slaying. It does big old ouchies.
yep.
It's a DC 24 save. It fails!
Big old 50.
So yes, it takes 54 damage, which knocks it right down to 60. Also, I'm gonna say that triggers massive damage, because that is like a hella strong arrow. It makes it though.
That's how you
Good start.
Toulon, would you like to take a standard action? I gotta go to the bathroom fast, so.
Well, guess I'm going to give
Wait.
it one bow attack as well.
Wait, what the hell just happened? Have I been muted this?
No? We're hearing you.
No?
Mysterious. Wait, that's not the...
Hooray.
Hooray.
For entire 4 damage, apparently.
It's better than nothing. You might... You're muted now.
Well, yes. Muted now. Hopefully, isn't that thing where it doesn't record your Twitch audio? Happened to fuse a few times.
Oh.
Yeah. And annoying. Not actually.
Wait. No, sorry, Sorry, but I was on Discord and it said my mic was muted, so I was surprised you could hear me. But I guess that happened when I clicked on or something. All right, kids. Toulon, your turn.
Yeah, I shot once on my surprise round.
Nice. 70 damage resistance, I think it's just... No, it has none, actually, surprisingly. Cario.
Yeah, I'm doing Protection of Evil on Erebeth. And they inevitably run in.
You can charge on your surprise round, I think. And she'll do that. She just runs on out, loses invisibility, and goes, charge! Because for some reason being loud seemed like a good idea.
Always a good idea.
When exactly does her gibber occur? Any creature within... Okay, we'll just say that it happens when she enters it. Gibber! Whoops, that's blind fight. That's something else. Oh no, a quick combat maneuver apparently. It's not what's supposed to happen. She has a good chance of succeeding at this. Nope. She's confused, but she still gets to act. She will just be confused next round. You watch Erebeth rush in. The man is slowly working on her, but not before she's like, die!
Her regular amount of madness takes priority.
Luckily, she does manage to land a decent blow before she starts to feel the swirl in her brain. The Vescivore Queen comes to and realizes you're all nice and tidy. This queen looks a lot like the Nazbu in terms of statistics. Got a bite, 2 claws. Ugh. It'll just starts laying into her, probably chittering about her being a fool or something. Vescivore Queens have surprising intelligence. So that is a bite and another 11. So that's 22, 27. Erebeth feels the burn. Fire.
Can we give Erebeth a health bar? Because I like to know how much, when I need to heal things.
There you go.
There we go.
I'll just set that
Probably
as
need to
default.
heal things.
Fire. Things are happening. Not open. Oh, yeah, the sheet's over here. Hit points are hit points, and Erebeth is Erebeth. Does she have
Alright,
the
I'm
aura
back.
thing? Yes, she does. She has the aura thing. An aura of courage, which I think is fear, so... Why is it black? I made it yellow.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yeah, sorry. Had to restart Luther. And I
Yeah.
got a cookie.
Cookie!
I made a cookie.
Yep.
Show me the goods.
Smite Evil.
That's a great idea.
Give me your schmite.
Smite Evil on the big buggo.
Let him have it.
Current opponents the attack roll. 4. That. And level to here, so that. Oh yeah, and it's inside. 15 point blank. Throwing that. And sure, let's activate that as well. Okay. Start throwing out arrows.
Phew, 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 phew.
Okay, I'll use my blast evil outside of Bane arrows on it. That's set up that.
No mercy for big buggos.
Nope. Also, I need to add the damage bonus to all of these. Okay. Let fly. Hopefully some of those hit.
I think it's taking its turn, so its AC is up to 20 something, 22 I think. It has 31 health. It is hit once. I mean, you could use Mythic Surge on that first attack.
Let's do that.
You really don't have to. You have to roll like average. I mean, you'll make it.
That's additional 1d6.
To declare your undying hatred, but unfortunately, hatred is not the winning move today. Toulon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, let's get some experience for that. Gotta add that to the sheet. Man, it's nice that I made notes for myself. It just needs one more good swing.
Peppering with
Yeah,
glowing
wow.
arrows.
Why do you even bother?
Cariel! Erebeth might hurt herself.
Yeah.
Do you want to toss a fireball in there to just try to deal damage?
I was considering that.
You only need like 9 damage, I'll say. Like, you might.
So you only need to deal like 19 damage.
And it doesn't pass its saving throw.
I think Spear of Purity might be the safer option. You know, because the damage isn't resisted.
Okay.
Ooh. Show me the goods.
Range should be 40, so how far am I away? Yeah, I'm close enough.
And please roll me a caster level check.
Yeah, let's cast a level check. It's a big...
You hit! So roll me your attack thing. Ooh, that might annihilate it. If it fails the will save, it does not. But it takes half, and that's still enough.
Kapow!
The creature isn't dead, per se, but it is in the negative hit points and falls unconscious. Erebeth rolled a 2 on her confusion check, and decides to deliver a coup de grace, using her big sword as an executioner's blade to cut its head off. Hey, that actually is against his flat-footed AC.
Hey!
And that should be enough to knock it all the way down into... Yep. Let's see. Actually, what is its negative con? It's 18. Nice. The queen is dead. The swarm that was slowly beginning to congeal into a cloud around you, as you were a little laser focused on her, starts to disperse when her long-range telepathic song weakens and withers.
Huzzah.
Erebeth.
Well, that went well.
Erebeth would like to pose a question. Namely, where she came from. Like, she doesn't see any way for it to leave. Like, the hole you found was good enough for medium creatures, not for something her size.
Yeah,
That's
that is a good
unfortunate.
question.
Maybe it was summoned here?
And let's check for like a breach or something nearby.
You decide to snoop around a bit, at which point I reveal the map. There's nothing too much here. This is just a series of caverns that have been dug. At E4, however, you find something. Let me just put a big cross over this lady. You find a dimensional rift. It's a tear in reality. Bleeding through it is pure madness and chaos, evil incarnate, the heat of the abyss, and its everlasting cold.
That's
It is an experience.
disgusting.
It is, yes, and around it, the rocks themselves have turned to fleshy masses and odd, spiky obsidian. It's all unpleasant around here, but that does explain where it came from. Erebeth will take the very bold and brash assumption that you should probably do something about this.
I mean,
Yeah.
we agree. Do we have means to do so?
How does one close a thing like this?
I'm
Ruling
going
the
to
world.
suggest tossing the Vescover's.
Some knowledge plane might help here.
Yeah, I'm
Does Erebeth have knowledge
Decent at
planes? She doesn't. She's just religious. Cariel, you know the methods to close. Well, this is like a small rift. It's a gate-like portal, but it's a one-way. It only goes to this one. So you have a think. You think that Dispel Evil, Dispel Chaos, Dimensional Lock, Dimensional Anchor could sort of seal it up, would like properly close it and make it go away. Dispel Magic could also theoretically work. Magic Circle
conveniently,
against evil or chaos pointed inward could also keep anyone from leaving the portal.
I have a scroll of dimensional lock,
Nice.
so yeah, I can probably use that to just lock this bad boy up.
Alright, there's one slight problem. Dimensional Lock is a high-level spell, so you're gonna have to make a caster level check to see if you can manage conjuring these energies, which is also the point where you start to notice that something is trying to push through.
Ooh.
Oh, geez.
It isn't corporeal yet, but a Vrock is trying to get through.
Fire, you might want to heal Erebeth while I do this. Caster level check. Oh, no!
Yes,
You just charge it.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Okay, let me see. Determine effect. You must make me a DC 5 Wisdom check.
Heck yeah.
That is not. That is not a DC 5 Wisdom check.
No, I was searching my caster level check.
It's this. The DC for this is. Wait, what's the cast level of the scroll? Let's see. It's level 8. So I think that's like 16.
Well, I
Nope.
got 16.
It's yeah. The DC is 16 for the cast level check. Okay, in that case, I guess you make it. You use your grand powers given upon you by the Wardstone and more to contain the energy as it's about to crackle through your arms and cause probably bad stuff to happen, because this is a high-level scroll, and if that explodes in your face, you might not have a face.
Yeah.
Erebeth looks a lot better now. Nice. The Vrock, its arms starting to peel through, ethereal from the dimensional shifting. It claws at you, and then the thing starts to shrink, and his arm, like it's swung, and then shrunk, slowly pulls back in. And for just the briefest of moments, you hear an ear-piercing screech that fizzles out before it can fully take hold. Frocks have it's a one-way portal, but I like your gumption.
Just dinks off the floor as it closes.
Just love how you're just... Take that with you. Yes, it was about to unleash a stunning screech, but it was locked away before it could. You seal the portal, and you immediately feel a lot of, like, there's still that ambient evil, but without it pouring out of a wound in the world. It's a lot nicer. Whew. Wipe the sweat from your brows. Gosh.
Phew.
Erebeth is impressed. You never fail to impress her, at least. It's like, how
Yeah.
wow. Like, I've seen people bigger and stronger than you guys not do that. Well,
Don't underestimate us.
I think we're done here.
They're finger guns.
I'll leave you guys to the adventuring business, as they say. You know, looting, pillaging. So he just walks off.
Well, don't think we are going to find any loot in here.
Yeah, these things, like, as you were told, they eat things. They destroy things. The way it works is if you are attacked by their swarm damage, they just start breaking your shit. In fact, I'm going to look up the specifics and just show it to you so you can all be very scared of what could have happened. Every round a creature is in the same space as a swarm. The swarm begins devouring one object in the creature. The object takes half its maximum hit point damage in case of a broken condition. And then if it does it again, the object is destroyed.
Jeez.
Yes, I know.
Unpleasant.
You can see why sending your army in here might have been a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of shit that would be broken and go missing. I don't think we have the funds for that.
Off in the distance, you suddenly hear an "Oi!" And then you hear someone screaming about bringing down a rope.
Oh.
I guess I'm going to go back to the hall's entrance.
Do you see Erebeth? I think Erebeth has dark vision since she's a half-orc. Yep. You see her peering up the hole, and there's no rope. And she's kind of upset about it.
Oh.
For context, you've been down here like a couple of minutes by this point, like 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't see the rope, so I don't think it got loose. Someone must have removed it. Could have been Aron.
What?
That guy was pretty shady.
Yeah. What was the previous rope attached to?
I imagine that you probably had like a python with you, just knocked it into the wall and hung it from there.
I see.
It's a smart and sensible way of doing it. Belmore and his 3D router restarts. Goosh.
Yeah, jeez.
terrible connection today. Because I've got your rope on me, so we could like lasso onto the fight.
Does anyone here know levitate? Levitate goes like high enough for this, right?
I
Definitely.
don't think so.
We didn't bring his wizard.
Do we have any ways to maybe send him a message? Does anyone here have climbing gear?
We could tie a like message to an arrow and shoot it up there, but
It looks like someone blocked up the entrance, though. I recall there being light shining in.
Oh, so the entrance is totally blocked now.
No. I mean, I don't know, but at the very least, they hung like a tarp over the entrance. You know, blocking out the light. I'm just saying we should... we could try to scale the walls, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
it's not really my forte.
It's nobody's forte.
We see any other like exits around here? There were like a whole bunch of holes going into the ground.
There were a whole bunch of holes, yes. But, I mean, you can find holes your size. There's just no guarantee it goes where you want it to. Also, there's like a lot of creatures like crawling in and out of it as they're vacating the lair, so... You can roll me a d20 for luck and see what happens. If you want to just go into a hole and see where you end up.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't like those odds.
It's entirely possible you end up in like a small like breeding pocket and there's no easy way out and it's all dark.
Well, the queen is dead, so at this stage they're not really a threat.
You can still end up in like a small, like a chamber you can't easily climb out of that's all slimy and stuff.
Welcome back, Belmore. The exit is blocked.
And the rope is gone.
Oh no. I'm on the other side of the map.
Yes, the Vrock has been taken away. And Irabeth would like
Nangus
for...
is clipping into a wall.
You know, Irabeth, how many slaps of good luck does she have? I think she has like 5 of them. She gets like 1 per level, right? Or something like that. She'll slap herself for a little extra healing. There.
Oh, those things.
Alright, we need a plan to get out of here, and we need it fast. Because I don't want to stay down here the whole time.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Well, does anyone have a way out? They think they might get us out of here?
Well, I could just use my own rope to try to lasso the previous, like, rope attachment point.
The rope attachment point was not in the tunnel. Like, the tunnel bends away before the python was affixed.
Oh.
So you don't see the python.
How?
No. That might be difficult then.
How high up is the...
20 feet. If you
20
had levitate, you could probably make it up there. I think levitate's 20 feet. I don't know. Might be different in Pathfinder.
20 feet.
I mean, I think you could just stack as a tower if you really wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, that was my next plan, to just, like...
Like, you're like, hey, Airbeth's kind of tall.
Dublin said. So, who is the tallest here?
Airbeth. She is, like, easily 6 feet and more.
6 feet. Like, I could use my enlarged person on her.
She would be tall enough to grab her way up, yes, but then she wouldn't fit. Okay, so this is going to be the most awkward thing in the world. She's going to be big, put her hands in, and then wait until she shrinks down, and then she can climb up.
No, like, just help another person up.
Hey, listen. Airbeth isn't smart. She's trying.
Yeah, but I am.
Yeah.
Airbeth is like, it's this terrible idea. And you're like, wait, no, stop it.
So yeah. A large Iribeth help someone else up who has a rope. And
Irabeth helps up whoever wants to go up first.
a little on.
I guess I'm going to try to hand Karel the rope.
Okay.
Karel just seems like the lightest person here because of all the light.
I mean, don't worry about the light. Arabeth is very strong and now large.
Yeah.
She's 18 strength. She can easily lift the person over her head.
Okay, well then I'll just go then.
She'll just help most of you out, and then she'll come later. You all climb her out of the hole with a little bit of help. At the top, you find indeed that the python has been removed. There's like a little hole where it used to be. The rope and all has been tossed off to the side. There's also like a spiked shield nearby, and there was a boulder over the entrance. You could roll away quite easily, but...
Wow, rude.
Light shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who uses these in our party? Army.
Not Socio. He was more the glaive kind of guy, so if you had a shield, it wouldn't be spiked. Nura's a bard. You don't even know if she has one. You've mostly seen her with her instrument. The two big guys. Well, Varaxis had a shield, and he used it for combat, but it wasn't spiked, and the shield is too small for him. Like, he's large. This is not his size. Arabeth is with you, and she has her shield, and she can prove that she has it. Aravashino is a wizard, and there is Anivia. There's also Aron. You saw Aron with a spiked shield. He used it for his 2-weapon sneak attack combo.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like 2 votes against Aron then. Isn't that he's shady?
I mean,
we
you
can
haven't seen him in a
confront
while.
them. We get back to the group
Yes.
next time we see him.
Social, we need to talk about your boyfriend.
And why is that? He says, as innocent as he can.
Wow.
Is there a problem with him?
Well,
We-
he's kind of missing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is this his shield?
You hold up Aaron's spiked shield. Yes, that is a shield, yes.
Yes.
We have reason to believe that he's sabotaging us to some point.
I
At the
don't
very
see-
least, working against us.
Now, I understand that you might have some suspicions because of his background, but I assure you that Aaron has turned to the way of good. He would not unnecessarily endanger anyone.
Then
Well-
why was this found by the blocked entrance of the cave we just escaped?
Fire was saying something? No, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he just found it and tried to help, or saw whoever did it.
Then he didn't try to help because he A, wasn't present, and B, like, this was the evidence found near the blocked entrance. So,
I understand that you... I understand that this was a bit of touch. We wouldn't have left you behind. We would have come look for you. This isn't like a massive setback or anything.
He's
Yeah.
either working against us or his pranks are really inappropriate.
Or he's been framed in a really obvious way because honestly, who leaves their shield?
Oh.
yeah, that's more likely, now that I think about it. But as it stands, he's our only suspect.
Or he's a prankster. Is he a prankster?
Well, I mean, he has a bit of a mixed history, yes. But as I said, this is a harmless... If it was him pulling a prank, it's perfectly harmless. You're all fine, all in good shape. Nobody got hurt.
Listen,
Still-
we were down in an underground cave with like 1 billion man-eating insects and a gigantic demon creature. If the exit is sealed behind us and we needed to escape, that's not harmless. That's like actively trying to trap us in a difficult situation.
That didn't happen, did it? It's all fine. We should stop making a big deal and just see if we can find him. And once we find him, we can address the topic maturely.
Yeah.
Right
Not
now,
really
you're
doubling
just
it.
creating You're no better than that man who was trying to get the whole army and up in uproar over just what he felt and thought, instead of asking the right questions to the right people.
Yeah.
Let us talk. This is trying to trap us in a hole. Demons.
There's a difference. It's subtle, but you might just notice it.
slight difference between talk and action.
As I said, you're just speculating about it. He can't defend himself right now. And if he can't defend
And where
himself,
might he be to defend himself?
at this point,
We'll happily
Yara kind of
discuss
butts
this
in. The bard kind of butts in with her butt. She has one. But.
Rude.
What's all this about? Seems a bit of a heated argument around here. Can I help? Why did I write her weapon sling a slong?
Sling a schlong.
She uses her schlong.
Sling a schlong is Shakespeare.
She should not be using this, by the way. She has like a -2 to damage. She always does 1.
Dink.
She's like, hey, how can I help? There seems to be a lot of hoopla going on around here.
Have you happened to see Mr. Thief person? I forget his name anywhere.
Well,
Aron.
Aron. We have some things to discuss with him at the moment.
I mean, I might have seen him. Yes, is it important?
It's quite important. We need to get something sorted out.
Can you find someone with your body's magics?
I can make it. She has Inspire Competence. Let's see what her spells
Competence
are.
would be helpful.
Phantom Steed might help you find him if you know where to go, but she doesn't have any spells that necessarily help with this. But she has Dirge of Doom. What is something else? I keep forgetting it. It's something completely different. No, she does not have any spells that necessarily help find someone. She's a bard, not a ranger. She doesn't do tracking and all the dirt stuff. However,
Yeah, that's me.
she does sound like she might know something if you can pressure it out of her.
Yeah. Like, just kind of lean in, like, you're not telling us something. There are a lot of people here keeping a lot of secrets.
If you want to intimidate or diplomacy or whatever strategy you think would work best on a bard, you can go ahead. Well, I roll something else. Which she didn't roll good on. Okay, she's like, fine. A couple of days ago.
Yeah, I have crazy high diplomacy.
Yeah, you're
Kind of nuts.
It's the benefit of being an oracle. She get the charisma. She holds up her hands. She's like, okay, it's easy. Listen, he was a couple of days ago. I saw him like pacing. He was a bit irritated, a bit nervous. He was twitchy, kind of weird. He walked around and he had this weird bottle in his hand. She like reaches in her pack and takes out this bottle that's filled with some very black reddish goop. He was like swallowing this stuff, and then he started screaming at me and told me that I better not tell anyone. He just ran off into the darkness of the night. I saw him walk towards Dresden. I don't know where he is.
Fire, do you see any evil coming from that bottle?
Fire squints, activating detection mode.
I stare at the bottle.
You stare extremely firmly at the bottle.
I also sniff at the bottle.
I know.
Is
But
it-
I need to look something up.
Is it similar to that bottle of stuff we found in the potions place back in the city?
The witch's place?
Topaz Solutions, I believe.
Yeah, Topaz Solutions. We found a thing in the basement.
I gotta pull up Topaz Solutions for that. Excuse me, that's a different book. Where is Topaz Solutions in the basement?
Twice.
Like that.
No, that was a
same
bilious bottle, a bilious bottle, something else. You don't have to. This stuff is moderate evil.
These sound yuck.
Saucio snatches the flask out of your hand and says, he knows what that is. That's shadow blood. Made of a shadow demon's essence. It is one
Probably
of the...
shouldn't drink that.
Yeah, listen, it's one of the most addictive drugs that are out there as it stands. And unfortunately, I've been trying to help him get over it. I don't know where he got the stuff, because I've been extremely attentive to make sure that he doesn't get his hands on it. But if he did...
What did you say this was made from?
Shadow demons.
Well, there's plenty of demons around.
We haven't seen any shadow demons yet, have we?
No, because they've apparently been turned into drugs to entice all men.
For context, since Saucio is so familiar with the drug, he can tell you what it does. So, a bottle is worth like 1,500 for one. To make it, you need a shadow demon to be okay with it. They don't die in the process, but they need to be involved with it. Let's see. You need to make a DC 20 fort save, or you take 1d6 cold damage and 1d4 wisdom damage, and then you're nauseated for 1d6 rounds. Thereafter, you gain 1d10 plus 5 temporary hit points. You feel bolstered. You are resistant to cold 5. You can dark vision out to 60 feet. They last for 1 hour, during which demons take a -4 saving throws against the Tinker spells. Oh, and you're slightly more effective against demons, I guess. And spell-like abilities of the Shadow School. It's extremely addictive, though. Like DC 20 to not become addicted from a single dose. And it's really bad. Oh, and you're also weak against possession. Like, really weak.
Oh!
Also, you can't gain the benefits of protection from evil or similar spells while you're affected by it.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. A drink that resembles it somewhat.
Yeah, it's like
Salty
drinking a demon.
licorice. Ugh.
Yeah. Sounds
That's probably what a demon tastes like.
Like, just opening the bottle, like, the smell is terrible. Like, imagine if shadows were like, made of garbage. Winners don't use drugs. Hey, listen, -4 to saving throws for the demons is good, though. See, I wasn't gonna tell. He'd get in trouble if people found out he was using this stuff, you know?
Yeah, an
Hey,
army of paladins.
Yeah.
I can understand wanting to protect your man.
Well, it
but,
doesn't really
yeah.
matter. Tomorrow we'll arrive at Dresden, right? Socio kind of like goes, yep, I guess we will. And then the siege will commence. We will have to discuss the details soon. We can worry about Aron once we're there. If he's still in Dresden, we should be able to find him as we're clearing the city out.
Hopefully it won't come to anything.
He doesn't know as much sensitive information as I do, so at the very least, if he has betrayed us or found himself under the spell of a demon, he won't have too much to say.
That's something.
I know.
Yes.
We'll pull through this. Things have been going great so far. We've made some new allies. You've managed to clear out a nest of things. I think things are going much better. It's only logical that luck would eventually turn against us. He's, by the way, he's a cleric of luck, so logically he'd be like, you know, it can turn on his head. That's how life goes. Don't worry about it. We'll find him. Don't worry. And with that, I think we're going to end today's session with you guys arriving in Dresden. Here's the ruin.
So,
I'm going to give you some slight information as to how Dresden approximately works. I'll repeat this next time if you want to. So, the way the siege is going to work out is you're supposed to take the Citadel of Dresden. That's where the Sword of Valor banner is supposedly hidden. The problem is you can't just march straight on a town without taking out some of the resistance, because, as your friend tells you, it's likely they have reinforcements scattered around, and if you go straight for the Citadel, you just get flanked and smushed and destroyed in just a few turns, as they just wail into you. So you need to take care of, you need to set up a siege and make it difficult for your enemy. The game measures this in what's called siege points. If they drop to 0, shit gets real bad. You start with 10, though. It's fine. If you manage to knock it up high enough, the enemy is basically the one getting fucked. So go to it, boys. You lose one every day, and there might be some problems. As it stands, Socio has discovered the following bits of information. He believes that, according to the intelligence his scouts have been able to recover as you arrive the next day, there are enemy encampments on South Bank, on Paradise Hill, and he believes there is an army of ghouls in the cemetery. They aren't under demon control, but they might strike at the army if they see an opportunity.
Yeah.
Additionally, he has heard information of a particularly strong demon hiding out somewhere in the cemetery. We'll have to take the bridge that leads to the tower, or you'll take a massive detour, lose a lot of siege points, everything goes wrong. And finally, you'll need to take care of the watchtowers, as the siege equipment will basically destroy your army if they get the chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So to put it bluntly, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no one said it'll be easy.
Sieging never is.
If we do it all
How many
effectively...
sieges have you been on?
Not a one, but I have heard stories.
I can assure you from my own experience that sieges take a while. Being fast, however, and strategic can force our enemies to... well, they'll be quite panicked by the end. Which is to say, as it stands right now, at 10, your army takes a -2 penalty to morale checks. You're deep in enemy territory, so they're a little bit nervous. You also get bonus experience and morale bonuses if you go up high enough. So go get them, boys. Next time to see if you can take a city from a whole bunch of entrenched demons.
Yeah.
With just one army.
You're paladins. You'll be fine.
Where are we approaching from, by the way?
This, like, over here-ish. Like, I think via the riverbed was the original plan. Like, maybe here? I don't know. It doesn't actually mention, and I don't see any logical path. Maybe from the south? It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you what you would do with the scout reports and how you want to approach it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. You can maneuver to any battlefield you so desire whenever you wish.
Well, we approach from the south. We are immediately flanked by the ghouls and whatever is something.
Socio believe the ghouls will not attack you until you go for, like, the citadel. Like, they're not going to strike unless you're well besieged or in a bad spot. They're not just going to jump out at the slightest convenience. The armies aren't that organized.
And, well... what level? Let me check something about paladins.
Your biggest advantage is the smiting.
Yeah. What level are average paladin in this army?
Paladin 4. They are all level 4.
Okay, then they have channel positive energy, so if an army of ghouls appears, they can just channel blast them.
Yeah.
It does mention that, yes. 1d4 extra damage against undead.
Yep. That's at least something.
Well, I gotta go. I got bullied into showing up, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Say goodbye. That's a bird. My.
Goodbye, bird.
Yeah, and that's some other channel. I forgot. Whoops.